Magical friends. We're doing another test to see if we go live. I'm on a new platform, which I'm really excited about, where you can go straight to my website and watch these videos and interact with me on my website, where you can literally ask any question you want. And if it's appropriate, I'll answer. If it's inappropriate, you can I won't answer. Okay, so we are just doing a test. We're glad that this works. We want to make sure I'm going to go for another like 30 seconds or so to make sure it gets picked up by YouTube and Facebook. And then luckily, when I'm actually live, we will have some fun conversations and some good sort of sources of information for you in these wacky, wild, crazy, changing times. Yeah. So I can keep going if we want. If we want to see if it shows up on Facebook, keep going for a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to just do a test of this topic, which is why trusting your instincts can change your life. Okay, cool. We got YouTube live. Awesome. And now we got Facebook live too. Okay, cool. So we are doing this platform and I'm super excited. So if you're catching it on any social media platform, go ahead and come on over to my website, which is katherinemcintosh.com/connect. And when you get there, you can interact with me directly. Although this is a test, so you might not be able to interact with me directly. But uh, once we get it up and running, we're going to have some really cool conversations. We're going to have some private events here. We're going to be able to, yeah, just start sort of rocking it out. I might even do something crazy like do my podcast live from this platform, and you will get the unedited version of the podcast. So, why trusting your instincts can change your life. Here's my tidbit for each of you, or my question to each of you is, how many times have you had a gut instinct or an intuitive hit to, you know, buy a lottery ticket, or, apply for a job, or ask somebody out, or take a left when you were supposed to go right, and it turned out way better than you thought? Or some of you might have ignored that instinct. And, I remember one time I was in Europe and I took a weird turn and it didn't make any sense. And I realized afterwards I had avoided a strike that was happening. And so sometimes we ignore those gut instincts. One of the times I ignored my gut instinct was walking down the aisle when I was 25 years old, marrying my first husband, and my whole body went, "Oh my God, I guess I'll just deal with this later." And I knew not to marry this person. He turned out to be a giant cheater. We won't discuss the number of people he slept with when we were together. And he turned out to be a really bad alcoholic. And I was pretty driven in my early 20s and was making a ton of money, was able to buy a house, was able to buy some investment properties. And unfortunately, several years later, when I almost died, literally, um, I I I was so sick and no one could figure out what was going on with me, and it wasn't until I admitted to myself that I needed to leave the marriage, that I wasn't happy, that I wasn't safe. Literally, I wasn't safe. And it wasn't until I left that my entire body changed, and unfortunately, I lost most of my wealth that I had accumulated, right? Bummer. It's okay. But the reason why I'm saying that to each of you is, how many times have you ignored those gut instincts? And when you start to pay attention to all the little ways in which your gut instincts are speaking to you, are giving you goosebumps, are, you know, like communicating with you, and it can happen in so many different ways. Like the hairs on your arms might start to stand up or on the back of your neck, or maybe you get a little tingle in the top of your head. Those are all ways in which your body is trying to communicate to you those little subtle or not so subtle aha moments of like trusting, your gut. And scientifically, there are far more brain stem cells in your belly, in your gut, than there are in your brain. And so it's not just a saying, there's actually scientific reasoning behind the saying of trust your gut, right? Trusting your instincts. And so your instincts are always right on, and the more you start to pay attention to the little or not so little ways in which your body communicates to you, you will start paying more attention. And that could lead to more wealth, could lead to business ideas. It could lead to possibly something's going on with your health and you're trying to figure out what it is, and a diagnosis isn't making you any better. In fact, you're probably having to take medication because of the diagnosis, which is probably suppressing what the truth is. And so all these little ways in which we are constantly being invited to listen in a way we've never been taught before. And so for each of you, you're not wrong, you're not screwed up, and your instincts will lead you on a path of incredible possibilities if you listen to those instincts. If you ignore those instincts, like I did when I was 25 years old and walking down the aisle to a man who didn't speak any English in a foreign country, um, I ignored that, and that costed me not just a lot of money, it cost me my health, it cost me a lot of pain, and I'm so grateful I went through that lesson, because the truth is I became a healer and I started to realize how powerful of a healer I was. Now, it's not just me. I just have this knack for activating your own body's ability to heal itself. And it's pretty cool. And so my body's really loud. And so sometimes it hurts, but I know it's not mine. So cool. Little stories for you, which we got lots more, but just want to see if we got live on YouTube, which we did, live on Facebook. We don't think it went. Oh, you know what? Let me check. Because you might be on a different source. I have like 4 Facebook channels, and I went live on my business. I know, I'm sorry. I'm a pain in the ass. So hold on. I bet we did go live, and I'm just gonna check it. Um, yeah, I'm a complicated cookie. Like to make things hard sometimes. So let's see if it did. Discard. And yeah, I don't see it. You might be looking in the right place. Um, oh, it did. It did. So I'll send you the link. But yeah, we went live. Sweet. So this is our test little rendition. If you liked the test, which I might leave up on social media channels, I now am streaming on a new platform, and you can check it out on my website, katherinemcintosh.com/connect. I'm going to start going live, doing some videos. And if you want to interact with me, you can see me on social media and you can comment on social media. But if you want to interact, you got to go to katherinemcintosh.com/connect. And on that channel, you'll be able to connect with me live. You'll be able to RSVP for events. We're going to do some private events that you have to RSVP for, that won't be allowed for anybody else. And you'll get like a code. So it's pretty exciting. So stay tuned for more adventures in the world of Catherine. Thanks for joining, and we will see you guys next time.